All right, Taurus, welcome to your weekly horoscope for April 6th through the 12th. My name is Athen. So a very powerful week this week. We have the Sun and Mercury going over Uranus, activating again that Uranus Pluto Square energy. But this is it. This is the last of the fast-moving planets. Also, Uranus and Pluto get outside of the 1-degree orb, which has been the most powerful element of this. We're still going to feel this a little bit, this whole square energy this year, and that's just the nature of these slow-moving planets, but much, much less from what we've been experiencing. In March was the middle part of the high time of this, and this is still, I would say, an intense week, but not nearly as intense as March. So let's go ahead and get into it. For those of you new to the channel, let me talk about where this Uranus-Pluto square is activating for you Tauruses. You've had all this activity in your 11th house in Pisces, where Uranus has been breaking free perhaps from some ideals, some old visions, some old belief systems relating to things greater than self. Maybe it's relating to your work, maybe it's giving back, group related, friendship related, anything that is about coming together with humanity or with your community. And so some old things being released with that, with the South Node transiting there. There's freedom being broken free here for you to be yourself in these group-related activities. And balancing that with a lot of the changes that are taking place on the deep elements of life. Pluto's been transiting your 8th house, helping you gain power over areas where you aren't giving your power away. The 8th house is where we have bonds and bondages. And this can be a very healthy thing. We have very healthy bonds in our life, but what Pluto does is it shows us where we have unhealthy bonds, where we have attachments, where we have things that are just not serving us because we have that physical yearning, attachment, and just connection, just that core to that we have to sever. So that's been an ongoing theme for many years, but this has been especially the case over the past 3 years, and this last month in March was the last of it as far as them going exact. So we're finishing up from this. And it's very transformative. It's changing our life path. It's changing our spirituality, helping us break free spiritually. So that 11th house in particular is being activated. The groups, the friends, the things larger than self. It's also the income and satisfaction you derive from your work as well. I want to say that also. So for those of you heavily involved in your work, this is about you enjoying what you do and also making sure that you get what you deserve relating to your work. So but it's because you enjoy it. That's the most important thing with the 11th house. It's because you enjoy giving, and through that enjoying of giving, you do receive back. So let's look at this week for you. Coming into it from this last weekend, we had the lunar eclipse in that 11th house. Maybe you came to some understanding or awareness about this part of your life. And maybe there was some understanding of some old unconscious belief systems with Mercury conjuncting up to the South Node there as well. And balancing that with a lot of these heavy changes. And Sunday maybe in particular with these deeper elements of life and really stepping into your power. And this is spiritual power. This isn't ego power or any other type of power. It's simply that you understand you are a spiritual being. You're pure in your essence. And it's through that essence, once you strip away all the extra layers of attachments and things and getting to that core and acting from there. And from there, there's power. And this can be, stepping into that, particularly on Sunday, perhaps leading into it. So very powerful weekend, most likely. And Monday, things start to move forward with it in a positive way. Mercury trines up to Jupiter on Monday, broadening our understanding of things. And this is coming from your 3rd house. Since the middle part of last year, you had Jupiter in your 3rd house, helping you see the open horizons and possibilities for communication, for teaching, for sharing, for expressing yourself, for doing some things on the day-to-day level, which is 3rd house, things within proximity, maybe even with your siblings. It's a possibility there with the 3rd also. Just opportunities and possibilities relating to these areas of life. So Jupiter's going direct here on Wednesday, and so on Monday there's this opening and broadening, and it could come through maybe some opportunities in those channels, opportunities to speak, communicate, learn, maybe take a course, things like this. So look out for that. It could be very sudden and unexpected because the Sun is going to be conjuncting up to Uranus in that 11th house of yours also, which is a very powerful energy still of, again, breaking free and being yourself when it comes to your role and what you have to provide for the greater good, for the things larger than self, whether, again, it's through your work or what have you. So continuing with all of this is very powerful there. and doing something different, I think on Monday, thinking outside the box, I think will really help open things up. Now, your ruler changes sign on Monday, so I think Monday is going to be a very powerful day for you, Taurans, individually. Venus goes into your first house, so this is where the horizons really do open up, because your first house is about your goals, your ambitions, your life, your drives, the things you want. Your ruler going there for the next few weeks until May 2nd is suggesting that this is a very important time for you, Taurans, to go after your goals, put energy and action into what it is that you're cultivating. There's been a lot of energy in your 12th house, in Pisces for all of us, and so this is a good active energy to move forward with, and it could be from some of this inspiration on Monday. Tuesday, the Uranus Pluto Square goes out of its 1-degree aspect, so that's very nice, easing up the energy there. But also on Tuesday and Wednesday, Mercury, the last of the fast-moving planets, goes over Uranus and squares up to Pluto. So this is about perhaps a new idea. It could be also thinking outside the box again, maybe even being careful not to be impulsive also with any new ideas or thoughts or things you're thinking about, again, relating to those 11th house matters, and watching any trying to get too obsessed about one particular thing. Just keep 2 feet firmly on the ground in regards to it, but it could be very positive. It could be, like I said, some information, some innovation, some new ideas, maybe about technology, about something relating to that 11th house, again, of your contribution in some way that could really facilitate a lot of these changes. Wednesday, Jupiter goes station direct. That's very nice. He's been retrograde since the beginning of December in that 3rd house. So if you've been reflecting on your thoughts and communications and learning, teaching, sharing information, sales, the marketplace, siblings, all these 3rd house related things, this is when the energy will start to go direct. It's subtle because he's a slow-moving planet, but you'll certainly notice it towards the end of this week in terms of those opportunities coming out into the open. And Wednesday could be a shift there too. It could be a shift of energy, as sometimes is the case. Maybe something externally takes place which allows you to see those opportunities in your 3rd house. Thursday and Friday, the Sun conjuncts up to Mercury. And this is a very passionate energy, again, in that 11th house. Keep everything nice and grounded. There is some ideas, there is some communications, there is some passion about some things unfolding here. And it could be very intense. So just make sure you keep everything grounded. And again, it's relating to that 11th house of visions. But if you do, it could be a day of certainly some good insight in terms of how you can enjoy yourself, express yourself, be a part of, again, something greater than self, or continue to be. Saturday and Sunday, Mercury goes into Aries. So this is your 12th house. More activity in your 12th house where Mars is currently transiting. I think here over the next few weeks you will really, it'll be important for you to trust your intuition, listen to your intuition, turn off the thinking aspect of the mind, start following your intuition, feelings, and spiritual guidance, especially relating to dream space, meditation. These types of things will be very good for you with Mercury there. And Mars is still there, prompting you, motivating you, hopefully, to do a lot of these behind the scenes or spiritual things. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Mars sextiles up to Neptune, which is opening up, again, more possibilities. Now, this is leading into the following week, and this is about following your visions and dreams. You've had Neptune in your 10th house. So there's something, I think, over this weekend of this week about a vision, following your path, following about something spiritual and intuitive relating to either your work, your career, or something on a public level. So if you receive that guidance, this is a good energy to utilize over the weekend and take it into the following week in regards to following those visions. All right, Taurus, have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions. Get in touch if you like a personal reading. You can check the link down below for that, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.